Shalom. This is to all Israelite groups and all Israelite communities and all breakoffs from One West and breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs. No matter what rainbow uniform you wear, red, white, purple and white, all white, it don't matter. You should all treat the ISUPK like your weird, misunderstood Sabbaths. You shouldn't do anything until you counsel with the ISUPK. We'll tell you when and what to eat. We'll tell you who to marry. We'll tell you who to have sex with and how. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your wives. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your kids, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, everybody. We'll tell you when and how to pray. We'll tell you how to direct your life in a way that's pleasing to the Most High God of Israel and our Black King Yahushua, a.k.a. Jesus Christ. We will be to you instead of a God. Just like the Most High told Moses in Exodus 4:16 that Aaron would be to him instead of a mouth and he would be to Aaron instead of a God, that's what we'll do for you. It is what you all need because none of you know what the fuck you are doing. I pray you understand. Shalom.
I got you. Let it rap real quick. Look. The city eyes. It's time to vote God. My God, a real nigga. Cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure, got that shotty in the closet by the mob ball. Fuck what they heard, when tell them it's all true. Be cautious, that foundation falls till you fall through. They gon' fall. Look, I keep this shit 50 times 2. Ain't no more heart in this game, I'm John Q. You colder than the avalanche, way above average. Beers taste sweet, told him make me an apple tree. Left us in the valley full of bones, this where hope found. Shall become a man, dark sands get broke down. Riding through Evanston with Mark Quad, telling me how them crackers turn this child into a ghost town. Focus out, nigga, I lay that game down. I feel his pain, cause nothing is the same now. Let my light shine like heaven through a rain cloud. Glock have a fit like my child, no tangent. Try to warn them niggas, we bear arms like tarantulas. Them other niggas rap, I make anthems. I really see prophets under this banner. Made my enemies bow down on camera. Told my design I wanted black and white like a panda. I'm better than that nigga that sunk dirty Diana. Look, I move like a Brazilian, precious cargo, spirit ancient, but I got a new semi-auto. Wave that bitch around like where's Wardo. Sleep if they won't, I cut through they Z's like I'm Zorro. Pay me for his name, so I gotta keep that steel clutch. Trust me, I'm not what you think. I squeeze till it click like Dorothy when the heels touch. The world got me dumb, I don't feel much. Ride around with Yaradon, just left the state bridge. Looking for a bitch better than Baby's kid. Remember I dropped Quiet Storm, I've been gone ever since. Still in the field, fuck them niggas on the fence,
Seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. Hey, play my niggas, lay you down, they all down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. Tell me we don't live in hell. My brother doing 55 in that cell. Nigga claiming he your round here spit shell. Same nigga you put on to hit the stand and tell. How the fuck you turn your back on a nigga that love you? Treat your kids like my kids, treat you like a brother. I told my dog, let's leave the streets to serve the most high. He said, fuck that shit, he trying to sell another pie. His daddy killed him, put him in the trunk, set him on fire. His wife was pregnant, he ain't never get to see his child. Had me thinking to myself, what happened if I die? Look my babies in the eyes, I gotta stay alive. I put my ego on the shelf and my pride to the side. I'm with some niggas who gon' step and got God on their side. Got in the ISUPK, they keep asking me why. As I do the work of the Lord, I gotta stay alive. Face the east, pray alive. I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down to ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
You ever pump a pack with a snake by your side? Yes, I did. A man reach out to God before he died? Yes, I did. I know the Lord forgive us for these sins, but I'm starting to think the kingdom of heaven is for these kids. I told my daughter, there's one man in your bed, I won't stand for less. For my son, I hit your head on that fragile legs. I lost some niggas to that dope, I lost niggas to the feds. Remember Jono tried to stick me for that cheese on that bread, yeah, I was thugging with Lucky and that nigga left me for dead. Endured to the end, cause I listened to what was said. Mother told me she loved me when she was sick up in the bed. I was running them streets, but the truth made me a man. Shit, I don't really speak, cause she'll never understand. That's why I ain't even tell her about these voices in my head. I'm still trying to manage my anger like Uncle Craig.
I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down to ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
Yeah. Shalom, Israel. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We're under Commanding General Yohana, and we're not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite groups. This is ISUPK Louisiana Sabbath service. Hold it down every Saturday. I'm Priest and Officer 1000 Kawan Ban Yehawadah Ban Yasha Allah. Hold it down to class as usual. We're going to get it in, man. Just continue with where we left off last week. We stopped at the book of Exodus, chapter 26 and verse 19 last week. We'll pick up at verse 20 this week. With that, we'll say a majim, which means to stand in Hebrew. La Yasha Allah, which in Hebrew simply means to Israel. Now we'll say the prayers, both in Hebrew and in English. Sar, Hapan HaKodam, which means to turn and face the east. We'll say the Lord's Prayer first in Hebrew and then in the English. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'a, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathanawa, Lakam, Call, Yawam, Wasalak Noah, Kabawak Noah, Kasalak Noah, Kabawak Yanawa, Wala'a, Tabaya Ayanawa, Banasaya 1, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahataparak, La Iwalamyam, Aman. What we said in Hebrew and in English is, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. This is Hakak, or the power in Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Baba Kashah, Nadelanawa, Hakak, Hakak, Lara Pa'a, Kal Maka'ala, Wakal Madawa, Hakak, Latahar, Ha, Matazarayim, Hakak, Ha, Lahapayam, Hamath Yam, Hakak, Al Rakarawak, Hatama'ala, Lagarshan, Ba'ashem Yahushai, the water Aman. In the English we read, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the leper, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out, in the name of Yahushai. Thank you, so be it. This is Bless Israel, or Barak Yasha Allah in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Barak Lanawa, Wa Yasha Allah, Wa Ha Bayat Saparia, Barak Ba'ashem Yahushai, the water our mind. In the English we read, Lord, in the name of Yahushai, bless us and Israel and the school in the name of Yahushai. Thank you, so be it. This is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'a, Ayanya, Al-Haharyam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Isaiah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'arataza, Al-Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al-Yanawam, Shamarka, Hanala'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayishan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tezalka, Al-Yad, Yam Yanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'a Yakalka, Wayarak, Balal Yala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Adnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'adka, Wabawa'adka, Ma'ait, Wa'ait Iwalam. What we read in the Hebrew and English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew and then in the English. Alahayam, al Damiyalaka, al Takarash, wa al Tashakwat, al Kayahana, Awiyabika, Hayama, Yawan, Ra'ash, al Aimaka, Yara'ai, Salaki, Ya'ira Yamwa, Sawada, Wayata, Ya'itazawa, al Tadapawanyaka, Amarawa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Mogoya, Wala Salaki, Wala'a Yazikar, Sham Yasha'ala, Iwada, Kaya, Nawa'itazawa, Laba, Yakhadwa, Al Yaka, Barya, Yakar Rakwa, Ahaya, Adawam, Wa Yashamai, Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagariam, Gabal, Wa Aimawan, Wa Aimalak, Palasha, Aim Yashabia, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Aim Hayawa, Zorawai, Labanyalawat, Salah, Aishalaham, Kamadian, Kasa Sara'a, Kayabian, Banakal, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayan Da'ara, Wakazaba, Salaki. Hayawa, Daman, La'a Dama, Suyatamwa, Nada Ya Mawa, Ka'ira, Wakazaba, Wakatazal, Mana'ai, called Nasya Kamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nayarasha, Lanawa, Na'awa, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shiyatamwa, Kagogala, Kokwash, Lapanyaro Ka, Lapanyaro Ka, Ka'ash, Taba'ira Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Haryam, Kan, Daradatma, Basairaka, Wabasa, Wapatka, Tabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawan, wa ya bakwashwa, Shemka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, wa ya bahalwa, Aidya Aid, wa ya kaparwa, wa ya abadwa, wa ya da'aiwa, Kaya ata, Shemka, Yahweh, Labadka, Al-Yawan, Al-Kal Ha'arataza. In the English we read, keep not thy silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, the Baal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisir, as to Jabin, and the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, and like Zaid. Yea, all their prince as Zabah, and as Zamunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. O my God, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. Blessings in the Hebrew and then in the English. Barakatah Yahweh, wa Yahweh Shai, wa Makaya Allah, wa Allah Hayam, Matazabaya Allah Wap Yahana, ha Allah Wapyam, ha Saranyam, ha Kwatazayanyam, ha Kayal Yalamyam, wa ha Akwakim, Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Tawara Aman. In the English, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yohanan, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you. So be it. Sar, which means to turn. Yeshabia, which means be seated. Most High in Christ. All right, let's get it on. Let's go ahead and get this class started. Again, we're picking up where we left off last week in the book of Exodus, chapter 26, starting at verse 20. We'll read first in the Hebrew, then in the English. Wala tazala'ai, ha mashakan, hashanyath, lapa'ath, lapa'atha, tazapawan, aishariyam, quarash, verse 21. Wa arabayayam, adanyaham, kasap, shanya, adanyam, thakath, haquarash, ha-akad, wa-shanya, adanayam, afakath, ha-korash, ha-akad. Verse 22. Wala yaraka, ya, hamashakan, yama, ta'aisha, shasha, korashyam. Verse 23. Verse 23, Washanya, Korashyam, Tha'aisha, Lamakwataza Aitha, Ha Mashakan, Ba Yarath Yakam, Salaka, Ba Yarakath Yam, verse 24, Wa Yahaya Wa, Tha'amana, Tha'amama, Malamataha, wa yahad wa yaha yawa tamayam al ra'asha ra'ashawa al hataba'aitha ha ahath yaha yaha la shanyaham la shanya ha makwataza'aitha yaha yawa. Verse 25. Waha yawa shamana korashyam waha wa'a dana yaham kasap shasha aishar adanyam thachath ha korash ha achad washanya adanayam Thakath ha-Kwarash ha-Akkad. Verse 26, wa-Ashayath barayakam aitazayah shatayam kamasha la Kwarashya tazala ai hamashkan ha-Akkad. All right, in the English, Exodus chapter 26 and verse 20. And for the second side of the tabernacle of the Lord, Salaki, and for the second side of the tabernacle on the north side, there shall be 20 boards. Again, this is the construction of the temple, of the tabernacle, Salaki, of the tabernacle that the Lord is instructing the children of Israel on how to build it. All right, verse 21. And there 40 sockets of silver, 2 sockets under one board, and 2 sockets under another board. Verse 22, and for the size of the tabernacle, westward, thou shalt make 6 boards. Verse 23, and 2 boards shalt thou make for the corners of the tabernacle in the 2 sides. Verse 24, and they shall be coupled together beneath, and they shall be coupled together above the head of it unto one ring, thus shall it be for them both. They shall be for the 2 corners. Verse 25. And they shall be 8 boards, and their sockets of silver, 16 sockets, 2 sockets under one board, 2 sockets under another board. Verse 26. And thou shalt make bars of shittim wood, 5 for the boards of the one side of the tabernacle. All right, back in the Hebrew, Exodus 26 and verse 27. Wa chamasha barayakam la Kwarashya tazala ai hamashakan hashanyata wa chamasha barayakam la Kwarashya tazala ai hamashakan la yarakathium Yama, verse 28, Waha barayaka, so barayak, Hathayakan, Bathawaka, Ha Kwarashyam, Ma Barak, Mana, Ha Kwataza, Al Ha Kwataza, verse 29, Wa'atha, Ha Kwarasha, Ha Kwarashyam, Tazapa, Zahab, Wa'atha, Taba'aith Yaham, Tha'aisha, Zahab, Bathyam, Laba Rayak, Salaki, Laba Rayakham, Wa Tazapayath, Atha, Ha Barayacham, Zahab. 1 second. Verse 30. Waha Kwamath Atha Hama Shakan Ha Mashapatwa Ashar Ha Ra'ayath Bahara. Verse 31. Wa Ashayath Parakath, Thakalath, Wa Ara Ragaman, Wa Tawala, Aitha'a, Shanya, Washa'a, Washasha, Ma Shazar, Ma Aisha, Khashab, Ya Aisha, Atha, Karab, Yaka. Verse 32, Wanathath, Atha, Aila, Araba Aiha, Aimawadia, Shatayam, Matazapayam, Zahab, Wa Wayahama, Wa Wayahama, Zahab, Al, Araba Aiha, Adanya, Kasap. Verse 33, Wanathatha, Ath, Haparakath, Thachath, Haquara Sayam, Wahaba'ath, Shamaha, Mabayath, Saparakath, Atha, Arayan, Ha'ida Ayath, Waha Bayad Yala, Ha Parakath, Lakam Bayan, Ha Quadash, Wa Bayan, Quadash, Ha Quadashyan. All right, back in the English. Exodus 26 and verse 27. And 5 bars of the board of the other side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars of the board of the side of the tabernacle, for the 2 side westward. Verse 28. And the middle bar in the midst of the boards shall reach from end to end. Verse 29. And thou shalt overlay the boards with gold, and make their rings of gold, 4 places of the bars. And thou shalt overlay the bars with gold. Verse 30. And thou shalt rear up the tabernacle according to the fashion thereof, which was shewed thee in the mount. Verse 31. And thou shalt make a veil of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen of cunning work. With cherubims shall it be made. Verse 32. And thou shalt hang it upon 4 pillars of shittim wood, overlaid with gold. Their hooks shall be of gold, upon 4 sockets of silver. Verse 33. And thou shalt hang up the veil under the taches, that thou mayest bring in thither within the veil the ark of the testimony, and the veil shall divide unto you between the holy place and the most holy. Exodus 26 and verse 34 in the Hebrew. Wanathath, Atha, Ha Parath, Al, Arawana, Ha'idath, Ba Quadash, Ha Quadashyam. Verse 35. Wa Shamath, Atha, Hashalakhan, Ma Chawataza, Ma Parath, Salaki. Ma Parakath, Wa Atha, Ha Manara, Nakha, Hashalakhan, Al, Tazalai, Ha Mashakan, Tayadna, Tayamna, Washalakhan, Thathan, Al, Tazalai, Tazapawan. Verse 36. Wa Aishayath, Masak, Lapathak, Ha-ha-hal, Thakalath, Wa-ara, Gaman, Watha, Wala-aitha, Shanya, Wa-shasha, Ma-shazar, Kashazar, Ma-aisha, Rahwam. Verse 37, Wa-aishayath, La-maska, Chamasha, I-mawadia, Shatayam, Watazapoyath, Asham, Zahab, Wayahama, Zahab, Wayatazapath, Laham, Hamasha, Adanya, Na Kashath. 1 second. Exodus 27 and verse 1. Wa'ai shayath atha ha mazabak aitazayah shatayam chamash amawath ara wa chamash amawath rahab rabba wa'ai yahayaha ha mazabak wa shalash mawath ka mathwa. Verse 2. Wa aishayath quarana sayawa il arabai panath yawa ma manawa sayayan quaranath yawa wa tazapayath athawa na chashath. 1 second. Verse 3. Wa aishayath sayarath yawa wa ya'ai yawa wa mazarakwath yawa wa mazalagath yawa wa mahath yawa lakal kal yawa the aisha na chashath. All right, back in the English. Exodus 26 and verse 34. And thou shalt put the mercy seat upon the ark of the testimony in the most holy place. Verse 35. And thou shalt set the table without the veil, and the candlestick over against the table of the side of the tabernacle toward the south. And thou shalt put the table of the north on the north side. Verse 36. And thou shalt make an hanging for the door of the tent of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen, wrought with needlework. Verse 37. And thou shalt make for the hanging 5 pillars of shittim wood, and overlay them with gold, and their hooks shall be of gold, and thou shalt cast 5 sockets of brass for them. Exodus 27 and verse 1. And thou shalt make an altar of shittim wood, 5 cubits long and 5 cubits broad. The altar shall be 4 square, and the height thereof shall be 3 cubits. Verse 2. And thou shalt make the horns of it upon the 4 corners thereof. His horns shall be of the same, and thou shalt overlay with brass. Verse 3. And thou shalt make his pans, thou shalt make his pans to receive his ashes, and his shovels, and his basins, and his flesh hooks, and his fire pans, all the vessels thereof thou shalt make of brass. Back in the Hebrew, Exodus 27 and verse 4. Wa ashayath lawa machabar ma'aisha rashath nachashath wa ashayath alha rashath arabai taba'aitha nachashath il arabai kwatazawath yawa. Verse 5. Wa nathatha atha thachath karakab ha ma zabak ma la mata wa hayath hathaya hathaha ha rashath aid katazaya ha ma zabak. Verse 6. Wa aishayath Badyam Lama Zabak Badya Itazaya Shatayam Wa Tazapayaf Atham Nakashap. Verse 7, Wa Hawaba'a Ath Bayawa Atha Bayawa Ba Taba'aith Wa Hayawa Ha Badyam Aishatya Tazala Aith Ha Mazabak Masha'af Afwa. Verse 8, Nabawab Lachath Tha'aisha Achwa Ka Ashar Ha Ra'aha Afka Bahar Kan Ya'aishawa. Verse 9, Wa Aishayaf Atha Katazar Ha Mashakan La Pa'ath Nagab Thayamana Kwala Ayam La Khatazar Shasha Shazar Ma'aha Ba Ama Araka La Pa'aha Ha Akath Salaki Akath. Verse 10, Wa Imadyawa Aisharyam Wa Adanyaham Aisharyam Nahashath Wawaya Ha Imadyam Wa Kashakwa Yaham Kasap. All right, back in the English. Exodus 27 and verse 4. And thou shalt make for it a grate of network of brass, and upon the net shalt thou make 4 brazen rings in 4 corners thereof. And thou shalt put it under the compass of the altar beneath, that the net may be even to the midst of the altar. Verse 6, and thou shalt make staves for the altar, staves of shittim wood, and overlay them with brass. Verse 7, and the staves shall be put into the rings, and the staves shall be upon the 2 sides of the altar to bear it. Verse 8, hollow with boards shalt thou make it, as it was shewed thee in the mount, so shall they make it. Verse 9, and thou shalt make the court of the tabernacle for the south side southward. There shall be hangings for the court of fine twined linen of 100 cubits long for one side. And verse 10, and the 20 pillars thereof, and their 20 sockets shall be of brass. The hooks of the pillars and their fillets shall be of silver. Back in the Hebrew, Exodus 27 and verse 11. Wakan la pa'ath tazapawan ba arak kwala ayam ma'aha arak wa imadwa aishayam wa adanyaham aishayam nahashah wa waya ha imadyam wa kashakwayam kwashayaham kasap. Verse 12, warakab wa ha Khatazar La Pa'athyam Kwala Ayam Chamashyam Ama Imadyaham Aishara Adanyaham Aishara. Verse 13, Warahab Ha Khatazar La Pa'atha Kwadama Mazaracha Chamashyam Ama. Verse 14, Wa Chamash Aishara Ama Kwala Ayam Lachathap Imadyaham Shalasha Wa Adanyaham Shalasha. Verse 15, Wala Kaptap, Ha Shanyath, Hamash, Aishara, Kwala Ayam, Ibad Yaham, Kwala Shah, Wa'adan Yaham, Shalasha, verse 16. Wala Sha'ira, Ha Hatazar, Masak, Aisharyam, Ama, Thakalath, Wa'aragaham, Gaman, Wata, Wa'aitha, Shanya, Washash, Washasha, Mashazar, Ma'aisha, Raquam, Imadyaham, Araba'aiha, Wa'adanyaham, Araba'aiha. Second. Verse 17. Call, I'm a Wadia, Ha Hatazar, Sabayab, Makasha, Kwayam, Kasap, Wawa Hayam, Salaki, Wa Yaham, Kasap, Wa Adan Yaham, Nahasha. Back in the English, Exodus 27 and verse 11. And likewise, for the north side, in length, there shall be hangings of 100 cubits long, and his 20 pillars of their 20 sockets of brass, the hooks of the pillars and their fillets of silver. Verse 12, and for the breadth of the court on the west side shall be hangings of 50 cubits, their pillars 10, and their sockets 10. And the breadth of the court on the east side of the court, on the east side, eastward, shall be 50 cubits. Verse 14, the hangings of the one side of the gate shall be 15 cubits, their pillars 3, and their sockets 3. Verse 15, and on the other side shall be hangings 15 cubits, their pillars 3, and their sockets 3. Verse 16, and for the gate of the court shall be an hanging of 20 cubits of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen, wrought with needlework, and their pillars shall be 4, and their sockets 4. And verse 17, all the pillars round about the court shall be filtered with silver. Their hooks shall be of silver, and their sockets of brass. Back in the Hebrew, Exodus 27 and verse 18. A rock, ha chatazar, aha, ba'ama, wa rakab, chamashyam, ba chamashyam, wa kwamash, salakin, chamash, amawath, shasha, mashazar, wa adan yaham, nakashath. Verse 19. Lakal, kal ya, ha mashakan, bakal, ibad, salakin, abadath wa, wakal, yathadath, yahwa, wakal, yathadath, ha chatazar, nakashath. Verse 20. Wa atha, tha tazawa, ath, bayan, banya, yasha'ala, wa ya, kwakakwa, alayak, alayaka, shaman, zayath, zak, kathayath, la ma'awar, la ha'ailath, nara, tha mayad. Verse 21, ba'ahal, mawa'aid, ma khawataza, la parakath, ashar, al, ha'idath, ya'iraq, athwa, aharan, wa banyawa, ma'irab, aid, bakwar, lapanya, yahawa, kahwath, iwalam, ladaratham, ma'atha, banya, yasha'ala. Verse 1. Wa'atha ha kwaraba, ha Quarab, a Layaka, Atha, ha Aran, a Chayak, wa Atha, Banyawa, Athwa, Mathawak, Banya, Yasha'ala, Lakahanwa, Laya, Aharan, Nadab, wa Abaya, Salaki, wa Bayahawa, ala Izar, wa Yathamar, Banya, Aharan. Verse 2. Wa Shayath, Bagadia, Kodash, La Aharan, Akayaka, Lakabawad, Wala Thapa'arath. Verse 3. Wa'atha, Thadabar, Al, Kal, Kachamaya, Laba, Ashar, Mala Athayawa, Rawak, Kama, Wa Aishawa, Atha, Bagadia, Aharan, Lakwadashwa, Laka, Hanawa, Laya. Back in the English, 27 and verse 18. The length of the court shall be 100 cubits, and the breadth 50 everywhere, and the height 5 cubits of fine twined linen, and their sockets of brass. Verse 19. All the vessels of the tabernacle, and all the service thereof, and all the pins thereof, and all the pins of the court shall be of brass. Verse 20. And thou shalt command the children of Israel that they bring thee pure oil, pure olive oil, beaten from the light, to cause the lamp to burn always. Verse 21. In the tabernacle of the congregation without the veil, which is before the testimony, Aaron and his sons shall order it from even to morning before the Lord. It shall be a statute forever unto their generations on the behalf of the children of Israel. Verse 28. And take thou unto thee Aaron thy brother and his sons. No, Salaki, 28 and 1. And take thou unto thee Aaron thy brother and his sons of him from among the children of Israel, that he may minister unto me in the priest's office, even Aaron, Nadab, and Abihu, Eleazar, and Athamar, Aaron's sons. Verse 2. And thou shalt make holy garments for Aaron thy brother, for glory and for beauty. Verse 3. And thou shalt speak unto all that are wise-hearted, whom I have filled with the spirit of wisdom, that they may make Aaron's garment to consecrate him, and he may minister unto me in the priest's office. Last 7 verses in Hebrew. Exodus 28 and verse 4. Wa'ala ha bagadiam ashar ya'aishawa chashan wa'apawad wa ma'ayala wa kathnath tashabataza ma tazanath wa abanat wa Aishawa, Bagadia, Kodash, La Aharan, Achayaka, Wala Banyawa, La Kahayanwa, Laya, verse 5, Waham, Yakwa, Kawa, Atha, Salaki, Hazahab, Wa Atha, Ha Thakawath, Wa Atha, Ha Aragaman, Wa'atha, Tawala Aitha, Hashanya, Wa'atha, Hashasha. Verse 6. Wa'ashawa, Atha, Ha'apad, Zahab, Thakalath, Wa'aragaman, Tawala Aitha, Shanya, Wa'ashasha, Mashazar, Ma'aisha, Chashab. Verse 7. Shataya, Kathapath, Chabarath, Yahayaha, Lawa, Al, Shanya, Quatazawatha, Yahwa, Wa Karabar, Salaki, Wa Chabar, verse 8, Wa Hashab, Apadathwa, Ashar, Alayawa, Kama Aishawa, Ma Manawa, Yahayaha, Zahab, Thakalath, Wa Aragaman, Wa Thawala Aitha, Shanya, Wa Shasha, Mashazar, verse 9, Wala Kwakath, Atha, Shafya, Abanya, Shaham, Wa Pathchath, Alayaham, Shamawath, Banya, Yasha'ala, verse 10, Shasha, Mashamatham, Al, Ha'aban, Ha'akath, Wa'atha, Shamawath, Hashasha, Hanawathara, Yam, Al, Ha'aban, Hashanyath, Kathawa, Datham. In the English, the last 7 verses. Exodus 28 and verse 4. And these are the garments which they shall make: a breastplate, and an ephod, and a robe, and a broidered coat, a mitre, and a girdle. And they shall make holy garments for Aaron thy brother and his sons, that he may minister unto me in the priest's office. Verse 5, and they shall take gold and blue and purple and scarlet and fine linen. Verse 6, and they shall make the ephod of gold, of blue, and of purple, of scarlet, and fine twined linen with cunning work. Verse 7, it shall have the 2 shoulder pieces thereof joined at the 2 edges thereof, and so it shall be joined together. Verse 8, and the curious girdle of the ephod which is upon it shall be of the same, according to the work thereof, even of gold, of blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine twined linen. Verse 9, and thou shalt take 2 oxen stones. Salaki, thou shalt take 2 onyx stones and grave on them the names of the children of Israel. Verse 10, 6 of their names on 1 stone, and the other 6 names of the rest of the others on the other stone, according to their birth. All right, that completes the reading. Salaki. Amajim, which means to stand. Sar, Hapan Hakwadam, which means to turn and face the east. We'll say the prayers, both in Hebrew and in English. The Lord's Prayer, first in Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemaya, Kwadash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamaya, Nathananawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kamawatnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kamawat Yanawa, Wala'ah, Tabiyayanawa, Banasayawan, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahataparav, La'aiwalamyam, Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever, so be it. This is Hakak, or the power in Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Baba Kashah, Nathan Lanawa, Hakak, Lara Pa'ah, Kal Maka'ala, Wakal Madawa, Hakak, La Tahar, Ha Matazarayam, Hakak, La Hakwayam, Hamathyam, Hakak, Al Rakarawa, Hatama'ala, Lagarshan, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, the water Aman. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the leper, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out, in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew and in the English. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Barak Lanawa, Wa Yasha'ala, Wa Ha Bayat Saparium, Barak Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the water Aman. In the English, Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us and Israel and the school in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. Psalms 121, Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al Haharyam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Izaria, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'arataza, Al Yathan, Lamawat, Rebelka, Al Yanawam, Shamarka, Hanala'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'a Yakalka, Wayarak, Balal Yala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Rad, Yashamar, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'adka, Wabawa'adka, Ma'ait, Wa'aidai Walam. In the English we read, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew and then the English. Alahayam, al Damilaka, al Takarash, wa al Tashakwat, al Kayahana, al Yabika, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, al Aimaka, Ya'ira Yamwa, Sawada, wa Yatha, Ya'itazawa, al Tazapawanyaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Magoya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasha'ala, Iwada, Kaya, Nawa'aitazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Al Yaka, Barya, Yakarathwa, Ahalya, Adawam, Wa Yashamai, Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagariam, Gabal, Wa'aimawan, Wa'aimalak, Palashak, Am Yashabia, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, I'm Hayawa, Zorawai, Labanyalawa, Salah, Aishalaham, Kamadya, Kasaya, Sara'a, Kayabian, Banakal, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayan Da'ara, Hayawa, Daman, La Adama, Shayatamwa, Nada, Yab, Mawa, Ka'ira, Wakazaba, Wakatazal, Mana'ai, Kal Nasiya Kamwa, Ashar, Amarawa, Nayorasha, Lanawa, Na'awa, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kadogala, Kakwash, Lapanyara Ka'ash, Taba'ira Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Haryam, Khan, Taradatma, Basa'iraka, Wabasa, Wapatka, Tabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shimka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahalwa, Aija'aid, Waya Kaparawa, Waya Abadwa, Waya Da'aiwa, Kaya Ata, Shemka, Yahawa, Labadka, Al Yawan, Al Kaha Arataza. In the English, keep not thy silence, O God, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites, of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gebal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Selah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisir, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kishon, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zaid. Yea, all their princes as Zabah and as Zamunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. O my God, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High of all the earth. Blessings in Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai, wa Maka Ya Allah, wa Allah Hayam, Matazabaya Allah Wap Yahana, Ha Allah Wapyam, Ha Saranyam, Ha Kwatazayanyam, Ha Kayal Yalamyam, wa Ha Akwakyam, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, the water Aman. In the English we read, bless you Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yohana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you. So be it. Sar, which means the turn. Sisters, you may be seated. Yeshavia. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Majim Shabbat, Majim Barak, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatham, Yajim Matah. Sar, turn and face the sisters. Majim, sisters, which means stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Majim Shabbat, Majim Barak, Yahweh Shema Alathan, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Yajim Matah. Class dismissed.
Yeah, Babylon is falling.